Okay, before anything happens, in my last video I made an error. These fix screws have to have the receiving holes on the outside. Receiving holes on the outside! All right, surgery today. I have the parts laid out for step number 7 for the frame side assembly. Now this is the left and the right hand side. They're actually identical. I'm going to be using M3 6mm countersunk screws. So I'm making sure all the countersunk holes are facing the right direction. Now, countersunk pieces. These are a machinist's dream. Check it out. Well done. Doesn't seem to be soft aluminum, which is nice. So far, everything's fitting snug. And like I said in my last video, I don't actually like to use Loctite until I get something together for the first time and I'm sure it's working. Some people do. That's no big deal. But after I know everything fits, then I go back through and do any kind of metal on metal contact, gets a nice blue or a red Loctite depending on the area. There we are. So blue I would be using on this, just because it's for the frame. Okay, both are completed. Number 8, attach the suspension links. Step 8 and 12 need to be completed 2 times. Using the M4 20mm. Yes, I have them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out the suspension links. 1, 2. Okay. Beep boop beep 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 boop. Install the insert. Complete this 2 times. All right, the inserts are, I think, these brass pieces, the M7 thread nut. That's what I've deduced out of everything that I've seen so far. It looks like they're going to thread just like these suspension links into the frame itself. And this would be going here and here. And identical on the other side, of course. So the insert into the frame doesn't show what color it is. I think it's this one though. Brass. All right, number 10 is the upper shock mount. Complete this step 2 times. It looks like this top piece slides into a receiving piece. Back to the parts tray, down along the bottom. Pairing them up. One fitted into another. Part 11, complete this step 2 times. You're going to need a 14mm countersunk screw, an M3 lock nut, and a brass fitted shock mount. Okay, simply just sliding one into another. Ta-da! 1, 2, 3, 4. Out come the mounts. Only one per. And the lock nuts. So up. Make sure that lines up properly, countersunk, and the lock nut on the back. That's the weird thing about kits. I don't know what takes more time, building them or starting to figure out some of the screws. This is only a fraction of it. I need the M3 10mm. I need the M3 12mm. One is a hex screw, one is a rounded top. Hex bolts, these are the ones I needed, so they are the chrome color. Here are the 10mm round top. 2 for you and 2 for you. Looks like they're going to be mounted through the top right through to the bottom. Okay, 2mm. Let's see if I can fit this down. I can. Nice. Just barely. And snug that up. Now, I got to work on these little Gotta get a nut driver or something. I don't have anything that small. I'll figure it out though. Okay, so I gotta do this times 2. Ta-da! Okay, moving on. So if what we're looking at here is the upper shock mount install, got to do it for both sides. Special note, pay attention to the countersunk washers. All the M4 step brass bushing can be found in bag H. All right, let's see what we got. Screw cap. Screw cap. That's all the brass that I have. Okay, well, it's got to be one of these brass bushings. What do they look like? They're countersunk. This has got to be them. M4, yeah, M4. Okay, good. I feel good about that. Flipping them over. 1, 2. Nice. I love the detail on this. Check it out if I can get these to focus for you. Very nice detail on these. Flipped it over, dropping it in there. I think that's how those go. And then we have a few more. Here, here, there, and there. Okay, calling for 18 mil countersunk and then 16 to 16s. 18s on the outside. It's like they've thrown in one of every screw extra, which is kind of nice. It's always when there's 4, there's always seemingly to be 5, but I'd rather have too many than not enough, that's for sure. I've got an extras hardware bag I've been rolling with here. Any kind of spare parts just go in here. There we are. Beautiful. Okay. From what I understand, it's like this. That's about right. Same on the other side. Let's see if these holes line up. They do. The work and the cutting of this just makes it look so nice. Other side. Starting to look like a giant octopus. Okay, all the links are laid out, screwed into place, well at least hand screwed. Now I need some 30 mil countersunk. That's pretty big actually, M4. Okay, that should be easy to find. Blam, right there. I'm going to be using all of them. See, they need 4, I got 5. Nice. Bonus hardware. Check out these lower links. They're monsters. Wow. Okay, this goes right on to the inside before we actually screw this in. So even though you've got a mess of octopus legs, make sure that you get it and they line up proper. This is what the larger M4 screws are for, the 30 mils. Countersunk, in they go. Guess I could be using a drill here. Don't mind to be hand turning it. And same on the other side, pretty straightforward, right? I'm just making sure that these outside brackets are on the outside, just as it shows in the instruction book. Hopefully. Now, what's the difference? I know we've got different ones here as well. Styrofoam glue, it's It's okay, I can clean that off. Here, that's probably more correct. That looks about right. Getting her into place. That's there. Come on, finesse it in. There we are. A little bit of patience can go a long way. Try to use leverage to your benefit, of course. Last one on this side. What an evil mess. Controlled chaos. Okay. Links laid out. I'm going to give you an overhead view. Talk about a new meaning for crab crawl. I've balanced it on the suspension links here. Looks like it's straight out of a movie for robugtics. Coming to your city soon. All right, so everything is cast aluminum on here. The detail is phenomenal. I'm very happy with what I see. Everything lined up very well. The only plastic being these white spacers on the suspension links themselves. Everything else seeming very solid, so awesome. The next step is actually going to deal with mounting the motors onto the axles. But myself, check it out. Got these tires. I've had these tires, these quarter scale tires, for about 6 months. I ordered them by mistake. Thought I was getting these ones, but no, big bad on my side. But I never did return them. I'm glad I didn't, because now I've got the quarter scale crawler that was released a couple months or whatever later. I do have the opportunity to use these super swampers. I think I'm going to do that. But you guys let me know one way or the other. Do you like these ones better or these ones? We could mod these ones and cut every second lug out, but then it would just basically be this. So I'd like to try this. The one thing I'm getting concerned about though is this size of servo. It's like an 8 scale servo. Yeah, it's high torque digital, but I wonder if it's got enough grunt power to move something like this. It's almost like I'd need a double servo setup or a 5th scale servo setup. So I may need a 5th scale servo plate if I can fit it on the axle, but we'll see. I can't guarantee anything yet. I haven't even looked at it. So there you go. There is the next build video topic. Axles. Guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're a subscribing member of RC Adventures, thanks a lot. You're supporting the show and you won't miss out on all the cool stuff that we do. So guys, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.